Good day. I am astrologer Lateesha Hinton with Soul Spread Wisdom, and today I am continuing on my series of Venus through the signs, and today we will be talking about Venus in her exaltation in the sign of Pisces. So as we have discussed before, Venus is the goddess of beauty and harmony, diplomacy, togetherness, peace, joy. She is the lesser benefic of the zodiac. And Venus rules the sign of Taurus, which is an earth sign, and she rules the sign of Libra, which is an air sign. And so when a planet goes into a sign where it has its exaltation, it means that the sign can operate even above and beyond what it can do when it is in its home sign. So when Venus, the lesser benefic, goes into the house of Pisces, she is going into Jupiter's house or home or temple. And we know that Jupiter is the greater benefic. So we have the energy of the lesser benefic of the zodiac going into the home of the greater benefic, which is Jupiter. So Jupiter has all of these gifts, loves to give gifts, brings wealth, brings joy, brings optimism, brings peace, brings an ability to operate from the highest heights in the sign of Pisces. Now for Jupiter, Jupiter rules two signs. Jupiter rules the sign of Pisces. He also rules the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the masculine sign of Jupiter, while Pisces is the feminine sign of Jupiter. Pisces is a water sign. So all of the water signs, according to the ancient astrologers, we're talking about the Egyptian, Hellenistic, medieval astrologers, the water signs are called mute signs. The water signs are called mute. And what mute means is that it is quiet. It is secretive. There are things about the water signs that are hidden, that are ethereal. The water signs, as feminine signs, are receptive. They receive energy quite easily. Pisces is also what we call a mutable sign. The ancients called, when we say the ancients, we're talking about the ancient Egyptians. Again, the Hellenistic astrologers, medieval astrologers, understood Pisces to be a double-bodied sign. So all of the mutable signs are called double-bodied signs, and that is because they stand between two seasons, and they take on the energies of the two signs before and after them. So Pisces has the energy of Aquarius, which is the sign before it, and it also has the energy of Aries. It's an amalgamation of the both signs. And so within it, you have this ability. So as with Aquarius, Saturn is the ruler of Aquarius. So there is an ability to separate, to be on the fringes, to be on the edges, to be in the ethers. As we talk about the sign of Aquarius, it is progressive in thinking. There is a detachment that comes along with that particular energy of Aquarius. So Pisces takes on this energy of a detachment that we often associate, when we hear the word Pisces, we associate it with this detached energy. And then on the latter end, it also takes on this energy of Aries. And as far as that energy is concerned, there is an ability to get things started, to initiate some things as it relates to Pisces. But there is a part of it that will separate as well, that is associated with Aries, that will kind of fizzle out and detach. So how is it that Venus is exalted with this sign when we think about the energies that are associated with Pisces? So Venus in this sign is able to take on the detachment from the world and the material things of the world, and go into the spirit realm, go into the deep places of imagination, into the deepest places of creativity, which are often associated with water in particular. And she is able to take the things that she can see in imagination, in spirit, what she can hear in spirit and in sleep. The sign of Pisces is associated with sleeping, because it is there that you tap into the spirit realm, there that you can tap into the astral body, as it were, and to be able to see visions and to be able to hear songs and music and lyrics, and to be able to bring those things back to the earthly realm and serve people, serve the hearers, serve the listeners with that which you have, which Venus has grabbed from the spirit realm while she is in the sign of Pisces. So Jupiter is her host, as we discussed in the other signs. As I was discussing Venus in the other signs, it was understood by the ancients that it is the responsibility of the host, as Jupiter is the host. If you're going over to a visitor's house, they bring you what it is that they have to give you so that you can feel at home. Sorry about the phone ringing. So it is the responsibility of the host to bring his guests all that it is that would make her feel comfortable while she is at his home. So Jupiter has even more than Venus is accustomed to. So she is accustomed to beautiful communication. She is accustomed to beautiful flowers and beautiful smells and food and touch and harmony and music and acting and all of these things. And she is able to have that and more in the sign of Pisces, because she is easily able, as I said, to tap into the spirit realm, to gather up these genius ideas that go beyond what it is that she can do while she is in the sign of Earth in Taurus, or what it is that she would be able to bring forth in the sign of air in Libra. So Barbra Streisand and Celine Dion are two phenomenal, abnormal, incredible singers who have Venus in the sign of Pisces. And the first thought I had when I thought about Celine Dion and this placement of Venus in Pisces, I was thinking about the soundtrack that she had for the movie The Titanic. and how Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, as they stood, that vision, that visual of the movie, when they stood up on the boat, and I don't know which part of the boat that's called, whether it's the helm or the bow, I am not sure. But for any of you who have seen the movie, the Titanic, and they stood there and you had this beautiful vision of this grand boat. The wind was blowing in their clothes and it was as if they were hanging in the air. And we heard the vocals, the voice, the song of Celine Dion singing. That is Venus in Pisces, where in her vocals, in the song, in the music, in the visual, everything that we saw and that we heard, we were able to feel it in the deepest parts of ourselves. And we were moved to a place of an emotional place that was spiritual, if you will. And the soundtrack itself, is linked completely with the success of that movie. And that Venus in Pisces stood strong and stood tall and took us to that spiritual place of emotion where we could understand what it means to connect with somebody, body and soul and spirit, and to lose that person that set you free, which is what we see in the Titanic. And in all of the songs, the music, her voice, her words are able to take us to were able to take us to that place. And it's just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And as it relates to Barbra Streisand, same thing. And she even has acting abilities that are added to her singing abilities. And one of my favorite movies from Barbra Streisand is Hello, Dolly. And her vocal ability in each type of song that she was able to sing, you would be hanging on the notes in disbelief that she was able to bring forth her gift in this way. And just an amazing, amazing ability that she has to, with the singing and also with the acting, but the combination of the two is absolutely phenomenal. And an interesting thing about both of these ladies is that they both have strong signatures of Taurus in their chart. And of course, Venus rules Taurus. So we have, with Barbra Streisand, she has a Taurus sun. And with Celine Dion, she has, Moon in Leo, and she has, I believe it is Mars in Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she has Mars in Taurus. And so for the both of them, they are phenomenal. So there we have the strength of the Taurus energy, and to be able to ground this Venus in Pisces, because one of the things with Venus in Pisces, although Venus in Pisces, like I said, can bring you these amazing, amazing gifts and insights that you can bring, and they can just be, spiritually transformative and healing to people, because music can be so healing. Also, acting can be healing. Any of the arts can be healing. They speak without speaking oftentimes. And but one of the challenges that can come along with Venus in Pisces, or any of the personal planets that we could have in Pisces, if there is too much Piscean energy and not enough grounded or fixed energy, there can be an overrun of a desire to escape reality, and a desire not to deal with responsibility, and to not be able to manifest in the earthly realm that which they see and understand from the spirit realm. If there is too much Piscean energy, the person can just be stuck, not moving at all, not serving at all, filled with ideas. Oftentimes it can come with an ability to desire to escape with drugs and alcohol, as to numb the pain, because the Pisces energy is so sensitive to all energies around it, that it can be painful to deal with if there is not more grounding energy that is associated. Or if the Venus in Pisces is placed in a challenging house, it can be very painful to deal with. If it's in the 5th house, that's beautiful. If it is in the 11th house, beautiful. And if there are other aspects to it that can help it out, to kind of be a buffer for the sensitivities, that's even better. But again, the challenge is to stay grounded and to be able to manifest all of the beautiful things that you receive with this particular placement. So an exalted Venus in the sign of Pisces can bring you wonderful, magnificent, beautiful things of art beyond what we have ever seen. But it can also bring the challenges of escapism, addictions to drugs and alcohol, an ability to be stuck just in sleep mode, just sleeping all the time, not able to do much, not able to bring forth all of these fantastic gifts. And so if you are a person who has this Venus in Pisces, and you hear this this talk that I'm giving now, you have been born with an amazing gift, and as you study your chart, find the ways that you can stabilize this gift, that you can bring forward to all of us that are here, your ability to be a fantastic artist in whatever way that might be, because it is truly a gift to be able to have this, and to be able to tap into the spirit realm and to bring to everyone around the gifts and talents that you have. I thank you so much for listening. Again, my name is Lateesha Hinton with Soul Spread Wisdom. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, so we can look at your chart and see what it is that you have in particular that you can bless yourself with and bless others with, I would be glad to do that. I started out as a modern astrologer, and I have moved and shifted my way over to Hellenistic and traditional astrology, as I have found that the traditional teachings that stemmed from the Egyptians originally and moved their way through ancient cultures gives a great foundation for reading the charts. Also being able to predict what is upcoming, in addition to using modern astrological timing tools and predictive tools. So I incorporate all of that. If you would like that reading with me, you can go over to soulspreadwisdom.com to book the reading, or you can email me at info@soulspreadwisdom.com. I thank you again for listening. Please like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment. I love talking to you and hearing what it is that you have on your mind. And I say to you, Ase 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 O, Yod He Vav He.